three. Braylon Michael for the record. There it is. The single-season three-point record belongs to Braylon Michael as she cashes in a three. Beneslon racing forward, leaves off Hans, back to Beneslon. Beneslon into the box. Here's a chance. It's deflected. It goes off the post and in. Daniel Beneslon gives Carson-Newman the lead.
Warder on second. The pitch. Martin swings. Line drive. Right center field. It's a long run. It's down. Warder rounds third. She scores standing. The seventh double of the day for Abby Martin ends it for the Eagles. Pressured. He's grabbed. Corcoran lost the football. Major Williams grabbed it. Williams steps free along the left sideline. Major Williams, nothing but clear Virginia Mountain Air in front of him. He scores. Touchdown, Carson-Newman.
This one played in. Near side header, scored. Off the corner kick from Felicia Frick. It was a header by Alba Delgado as Carson-Newman takes a 2-0 lead.
Rebound up to Hubbard, over to Brennigan, right corner, catch three, dead eye, a dagger for Nick. Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Another 3-2. Hit back up the middle, base hit. Delgado walks it off, and Carson-Newman wins it. Delgado delivers.
No!
And now, here's your host for the 11th Annual Frosty Awards, the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
I think we can get a little bit livelier than that. It's the Frosty Awards. I'm not wrecking a suit. I probably already did. That's all right. Greetings, salutations, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 11th Annual Frosty Awards. It is great to be back here in Gentry Auditorium, and I'm thrilled to see all your bright and smiling faces tonight. I hope you're ready to have a good time tonight. I need one more like Monster Energy drink cheer to get me going tonight. Can you give me one more? I felt it from over here with swimming, but baseball, you need to pick it up a little bit. Come on. Chug, no. We're not going to start chugging a Monster Energy drink before the invocation for our end-of-the-year awards show. Sorry. That's what's next. Please welcome to the stage the president of the SAAC and beach volleyball's Kat Nelson, who will lead us in prayer today.
Let us pray. Hey, Jesus, thank you for tonight and for the opportunity to recognize Carson-Newman's special teams, special plays, and special players. We thank you for the ability to compete at a high level and for all the skills that you've gifted us with. We love you and we give you every praise, and it's in your name we pray. Amen. Go Eagles.
Thank you, Kat. As always, as evident, I really do hope this is a fun night for everybody. And every year, this is our 11th year doing it, I do try to come up with something different, new, engaging, and this is no different this year. This year, we have been scouring your guys' social media channels, and it turns out there is some really, really entertaining stuff that you guys put out there, especially on your private Snapchat stories. So, we decided to let your coaches react to them. So, for the first time ever, and this is an absolute treat, it's a brand new segment we're calling Coaches React to Your Private Snapchat Stories. I hope you guys I hope you guys are ready for this segment. Ian, go ahead. Let's roll this new segment that we created. I didn't really do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't do that to you. We didn't actually record your private Snapchat stories. What a good sigh of relief. We didn't do Snapchat. We did TikTok. We let coaches react to your TikToks. Ian, go ahead.
In league play at this point, for whatever reason, conference action has brought out the best in your team. How do you try?
We didn't do that either. It's a pretty good idea, though. I think we might have to make that happen next year. So beware. Beware. We do want you having fun tonight, though. So get out your phones. This is unlike any other school event. We want you on your phones throughout the evening. Tag us at #Frosty Awards on Twitter. Dive in our DMs on Instagram. Send us your best fit. We need it. We need it. We want you looking. We want to be able to share and repost how good you guys look tonight. Before we get to our speaker, I would like to recognize a few people, and I am fortunate to get to work with the best crew in this industry. For Ian Johnson, Andrew Rogers, Caitlin Jones, Mia Toribio, and Ryan Wilkes, thank you so much for your hard work and dedication. Their promotion of you guys makes us tick. Second, and this is probably the linchpin of what we do, and there's several of you out there tonight, our student workers. First and foremost, our camera crew, Jay West, Hunter Williams, and Katie Denton. Thank you for taking some time out of your finals to work this event. And secondly, so many of you are so quick to answer a text, a phone call, reaching out to run a camera, to shoot a game, to run scoreboard, to keep shot clock. If you have helped us out over the course of the last academic year, please stand up. There should be a lot of you. Kennedy King should be standing. Tyler Nees should be standing. From the bottom of my heart, if you're the best mop guy in the South Atlantic Conference, Tyler Needs, thank you. Thank you for making us operate at a high level. Now, where's Lauren Lovell? Lauren, where are you? Has she left the building? Lauren has done so much. She's running around. She has done so much to organize this event. Please give her a round of applause and show your gratitude. Now, I'm so excited for this last one because I've wanted to say something for 5 years, and I never get to for various reasons, and that's my darling wife, who is actually in the back of the building in the back row. I think I've given her some thanks, but because, and the reasons are sitting next to her and in her lap, why she's not always in the building when we start this thing. She stayed home with our then 1-year-old due to COVID fears and now wrangling children. I don't know if you guys comprehend what this woman puts up with in being married to me. But not only does she put up with it, she gets involved. She's our sideline reporter for our football broadcast. If you eat the pregame meal in the football stadium press box in the media room, it's her. She is absolutely fully bought in to the absolute madness and chaos that is being my partner in crime. Leanda, I'm so glad I get to actually look you in the eye here in the auditorium today. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your unending support, your rock-like strength. You guys were supposed to ooh and awe at that. Thank you. Champ, I am forever grateful for how you manage the chaos, and you deserve far greater than my love and gratitude. Hopefully we can make it up with some pancakes in bed here in the coming days. Now, where's that precocious little 5-year-old Sienna? I hope you're willing to help me make those pancakes. All right, that's enough mushy stuff. It's time for some opening remarks. Our speaker today is none other than Vice President for Athletics, Matt Pope. Please welcome him to the stage for some brief comments.
as I was speaking today. I do have some brief comments. I won't do a joke. My wife would kill me. I just want to recognize some special folks that we have with us tonight, and I'll sit down because you all didn't come to hear me speak. But I do want to say thank you before we get started with the ceremony. We're blessed to have good leadership at this institution, and our 23rd President and First Lady are here with us tonight. Would you please welcome with me Dr. Charles and Sandra Fowler. They come to a lot of events, and they love you guys, and I just wanted to share that. We're also honored to have with us tonight some Board of Trustees. We are honored to have our members of the President's Executive Leadership Team, our NCAA Faculty Athletics Representative, Dr. Bob Trenum, and then all of our head coaches and athletic administrators. So I'm just so thankful to be blessed to work with a great group of people and get to see you all. To our coaches, and this bears repeating, I've mentioned this before, Billy Graham once said, one coach will impact more young people in 1 year than the average person does in a lifetime. So your sacrifices as head coaches and assistant coaches of time, talent, finances show your investment in and our commitment to our programs and the future leaders that our student athletes will become. So you certainly have recruited well, as we'll see tonight. To our student athletes, it's a blessing to get to know many of you, to watch you practice, to watch you compete, to meet you in the cafeteria, to see you on campus and how you interact. Many of you will be recognized tonight for your accomplishments, and please know how proud we are of those and everything that you've accomplished. But also, more importantly, we are grateful for how you represent this institution, and we're grateful that you glorify God while becoming educated students and worldwide servant leaders. I'll leave you with this. As John Wooden said, talent is God-given, be humble. Fame is man-given, be grateful. Conceit is self-given, be careful. So tonight we showcase the handiwork of Mr. Adam Cavalier and the media relations team, and they are fantastic. Alan Morgan and his wife Phyllis could not be with us tonight, but they wanted me to share their well wishes to them and to you all, and so let's go Eagles and talons up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize the best of the best that Carson-Newman Athletics has to offer. So we've asked each program to select their MVP, and now we'd like for them all to come together and recognize them as one body. This is our parade of MVPs. So, as your name gets called, please come to the front and stay in the front to be recognized as one incredibly talented and awesome group.
From women's swimming, Kyla Blakemore. From volleyball, Emma Grace Cobb. Men's swimming, Daniel De Oliveira. Women's indoor track and field, Sade D'Souza. From softball, Hayden Dye. From women's soccer, Savannah Fields. Women's tennis, Natasha Forrest. From beach volleyball, McKenna Hall. Men's basketball, Trey Hubbard. From men's tennis, Mark Jansa. From men's indoor track and field, Amin Kazmi. Men's cross country, Colton Lee. From cheer, Caitlin Loveday.
From dance, Lily Norton. Women's golf, Ida Peterson. Men's outdoor track and field, Verrill Sam. Women's outdoor track and field, Khadija Sangare. Women's cross country, Katie Smock. Men's golf, Luke Stock. From men's soccer, Daniel Venisland. From football, Major Williams. Baseball, Spencer Williams. And finally, from women's basketball, Braylon Weichel.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more big round of applause for all of our MVPs? It's going to take them a second to get off the stage. Let's go one more big round of applause. Great job, Braylon. Now, if you would, please join me in welcoming back to the stage Carson-Newman VP for Athletics, Matt Pope, who is here to present our Booster of the Year.
Thank you, Adam. The Booster of the Year award represents the individuals who have committed themselves above and beyond the Carson-Newman Athletics and the Eagle Club. This year's Eagle Club Booster of the Year award winner goes to Mr. Bobby Tuck. Unfortunately, Bobby could not be with us tonight, but we will make sure he gets into his capable hands. So thank you all. I know you all love him. He loves you, and he wishes you well.
The next awards we are going to present are the Wounded Warrior Awards. And here to present these is Carson-Newman Director of Sports Medicine, Kelsey Pence. So please come to the front, Kelsey. These awards go to the man and woman who have surmounted remarkable odds to return from injury. Here are this year's winners.
The male Wounded Warrior from men's soccer, Paul Smart. The female Wounded Warrior from women's basketball, Michaela Alvey.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for our Wounded Warrior Award winners? Next up are our male and female Lifters of the Year. Director of Sports Performance, Jeff Boschman, please come forward. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what these awards mean. Here are our winners.
The female Lifter of the Year from Carson-Newman Volleyball, Cameron Batis. And the male Lifter of the Year from men's basketball, John Zhao.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for our male and female lifters of the year. Next, we come to two awards that have been presented at end-of-the-year banquets and Frosties for a long, long time. I'd like to ask head football coach Ashley Ingram to please come forward. These two awards both go to players who have committed themselves to the values espoused by the Carson-Newman football program of Christian leadership. They are the John Abe Teague Award and the Roy Harmon Award. This year's winner of the John Abe Teague Award is Major Williams. The winner of the Roy Harmon Award is Cade Meeks. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Major and Cade. We'd now like to take some time to recognize those who are committed to excellence in the classroom. In addition to the field, I'd like to ask our faculty athletics rep, Bob Trentum, to please come forward as we present our male and female scholar athletes of the year. Our male scholar athlete winner is from baseball. It's Jeb Schuler. And the female academic athlete of the year is from softball, Nicolette Ferguson. Our top academic athletic honor bears the name of our AD Emeritus and his wife, Alan and Phyllis Morgan. The Academic Athlete of the Year Award is presented to the man or woman graduating their undergrad degree with the highest GPA and the most credit hours on campus. This year's winner from women's soccer, Molly Buckowitz. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the meat of the evening. Are you ready to start handing out some Frosties? Swim's ready. The rest of you, I don't know if you're ready. Are you ready to start handing out some Frosties? Now, if you are new to this awards show and win, remember, we do expect and, in fact, demand a speech. So, with that being said, please welcome to the stage to help us present our first category from Carson-Newman football, Major Williams and Christian Hicks.
While we all prefer to think that we dominate every game from wire to wire, sometimes that's not the case.
Sometimes a flair from the dramatic is what leads an eagle to win. Let's meet the finalists for the best comeback for the last academic year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Comeback of the Year are baseball versus Tusculum.
Down to its final 9 outs in Game 2, Carson-Newman rallied from down 8-0 to sweep a doubleheader with Tusculum on March 2nd. Carson-Newman's comeback matches the biggest come-from-behind win since facing the same deficit against Brevard in 2010. The Eagles had just 1 hit through 4 innings, but found an offensive groove in the next 2 innings. RBI hits with 2 outs from Dalton McClain and Will Gibbs made it an 8-3 game after 5. A 1-2-3 top of the 6th set the stage for a 7-run 6th inning.
Sanders will set and fire the 1-2. Travis lifts it to center. Going back is Reyes to the track, to the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. Scoring easily is Gibbs, rounding third. Coming home is Denton. Travis will slide into third with a 2 RBI triple that gives Carson-Newman the 10-8 lead.
Harrison Travis clutched up with his 5th career triple to left center to plate the go-ahead runs.
Men's basketball versus King.
Into the right corner it goes, John Zhao. For Beaker, head of the key. Flip it to the left wing, Wymanson. Up top, Brennigan. A triple! Cash for Nick Brennigan! Carson-Newman leads with 24 seconds left. 74-72.
Brennigan's triple capped a furious CN rally. The Eagles trailed 63-53 with 6:45 to play after a Miles McCrary layup capped a 13-3 King run. However, the Eagles closed the game, forcing King to miss 8 of its final 9 shots, while outscoring the Tornado 21-9 down the stretch.
Softball at Limestone.
Carson-Newman trailed 5-0 at Limestone entering the 6th inning of the second game of their doubleheader. Not only did the Eagles trail, they were being no-hit. CN got it all back that inning with a rally sparked by a Macy Hughes 3-run tater. It would be short-lived as Limestone carried a 7-5 lead into the 7th. However, the Eagles rallied again. A sacrifice fly and a wild pitch tied the game and set the table for Hayden Dye. She put the Eagles in front with a double to the gap in left center.
The glove of Callaway. Womack gets the ball.
Women's soccer versus Tusculum.
Carson-Newman trailed by 2 goals early in the second half, but erupted for 3 goals in an 8-minute stretch to claim a 3-2 rivalry win over Tusculum. The comeback victory marks the first time in more than 15 years that Carson-Newman won a game when down 2 goals. Alba Delgado, Felicia Frick, and Selena Yude scored the goals to clinch the rally.
So Mars Hill might be out in front of Limestone. Now a shot and a score by Carson-Newman. The Eagles, with a shot outside the box, didn't even see it coming, and it scored to give Carson-Newman a 3-2 advantage. The Eagles score to go out in front 3 unanswered goals after it's 2-0 at halftime to take a 3-2 lead with 30:57 to go.
And the Frosty Award winner for Comeback of the Year is
Baseball versus Tusculum.
Hand it to him, shake his hand. Good job, man.
Hello. I want to thank Harry.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Volleyball, Skylar Weaver and Cameron Batis.
The Newcomer of the Year awards go to the top transfers or non-traditional freshmen in the athletic department.
Our women's transfers have put together resumes worthy of All-SAC, All-Region, and All-America honors.
Let's take a look at our Frosty finalists for Female Newcomer of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Female Newcomer of the Year are Alba Delgado, soccer.
It's now towards the box for Giles, and Delgado scoops it up. She swoops and scores. Alba Delgado's second goal of the game.
The UT Martin transfer battled through injuries to finish tied for the team lead in goals scored with 4. Delgado's best game in her first season with Carson-Newman was in the 4-1 win versus Emory and Henry. The midfielder scored twice, one of which was the game winner. All 4 of the goals she scored this season were at home.
Emma Frost, softball.
Frost. 1-2 delivery.
Off speed, called strike 3.
Emma Frost tallied 16 wins in the circle for the Eagles in the regular season against just 3 losses en route to all-SAC honors. The Lincoln Memorial transfer struck out 148 in the regular season to finish in the top 4 in the SAC. She struck out at least 8 in 5 of her appearances.
Paige Howcrow, beach volleyball.
Paige Howcrow transferred in from Emory and Henry to help lead the beach program to their 3rd straight winning season. She began the season with McKenna Hall. She and Hall competed predominantly in the 3rd seed and went 8-3. She finished out the season with Ava Fountain, playing in the 2nd seed with a 12-9 record.
Brooklyn Lucero, softball.
Schoen delivers. Lucero swings. Line drive, left center field. This ball has the distance to clear the fence. Lucero homers for the 4th time this season.
Brooklyn Lucero turned up the temperature on her bat once the Eagles hit conference play. Batting just .182 after the month of February, Lucero hit successfully in 12 of 13 games heading into the conference tournament. The North Carolina State transfer hit .340 during the regular season. She was at her best in conference play, hitting .368. She drove in 33 runs and has a pair of 2 home run games.
Your female newcomer of the year is
Emma Frost. Okay, this is definitely nerve-wracking, but I just want to say thank you to the softball team for being so welcoming when I came in from LMU. The coaches, it wasn't easy coming from LMU, especially to Carson-Newman, a big rival, but talons up and go Eagles.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage 2 of the best relievers in the country, Hunter Harrington and Griff Hughes.
Our finalists for Male Newcomer of the Year have done everything from pelt 3 opponents with game winners to be among the leading tacklers in the SAC.
The resumes include huge double-doubles and gold medals.
Here's the full breakdown, the finalists for the Frosty Award for Male Newcomer of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Male Newcomer of the Year are Ben Dukes, soccer.
Dukes earned his first career honor from the SAC by being named the All-Conference 3rd team. The UConn transfer scored his 3 goals in a 4-game stretch in late September. He scored game winners against Emory and Henry and Newberry. Along with the goals, he also pitched in with 2 assists.
He's put to work immediately. The Tennessee Wesleyan transfer, a touch off for Dukes. Dukes, a shot into the back of the net, bottom left corner. Ben Dukes, his first career goal.
Christian Hicks, football.
Stolt Dillard behind him. Turns and hands off to Dillard. Stretch plate left side. Christian Hicks runs him down in the alleyway and drags him to the turf back at the 32. A loss of 2. It's 4th and 4.
Carson-Newman's second leading tackler in 2023. Hicks closed the year with 62 stops and 5 tackles for loss. He had a career-best 11 tackles against Lenore-Rhine and finished 5 games with at least 7 tackles. He had 1.5 tackles for loss and a half sack in the Eagles' contest against FCS East Tennessee State.
Trey Hubbard, basketball.
A premier point guard in the Southeast region, Hubbard finished 4th in the league in assists. Hubbard finished the season averaging 5 assists per game, the 12th time in school history a player has handed out 5 or more per game.
Carson-Newman. 1 turnover, no offensive rebounds in this game. Now a second turnover. Hubbard is steal. Hubbard to the rim. Throws it down with the right hand to bring the student section to life.
Hubbard averaged 16 points per game, topping 20 on 9 occasions. He turned in 2 double-doubles with points and assists on the season, something that had only been done twice before in the last 15 years for the Eagles.
Amin Kazmi, track and field.
Kazmi continued Carson-Newman's run of excellence in the 200 meters. He turned in gold medal performances all 4 times he ran the race during indoor season, as well as the 2 times he ran the race in outdoor season. Kazmi won gold at the SAC Championships in the 200 with a time of 21.86 and provisionally qualified for nationals for the event.
And the Frosty Award for Male Newcomer of the Year goes to Trey Hubbard.
Thank you. I just want to thank my teammates for trusting me, Coach CB, Luke, KT for recruiting me, and my family for always believing in me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman men's basketball, Dave Goryansky and Ben Beaker.
Our next category features a day at the plate unlike any other.
A pair of elite shooting performances on the hardwood.
And a big-time pass-catching day in a pivotal road contest.
But there can only be one winner. Here are the finalists for the Frosty Award for Male Performance of the Year.
The finalists for Frosty Award for Male Performance of the Year are Nick Brennigan, basketball versus Newberry.
Brennigan was named National Player of the Week on January 9th following a historic performance against Newberry. The junior guard torched Newberry for 64 points, canning 18 of 27 threes. He single-handedly outscored Newberry in the Eagles' 103-51 win. The 64 points reset the Carson-Newman and South Atlantic Conference single-game scoring record. It marked just the 5th 60-point night in NCAA Division II since 1975. He broke the Division I and Division II records for threes made in a game with 18. He also matched the D2 record for consecutive threes made, stroking 10 straight at one point.
Butts screen accelerates inside, right-hand leaner off the mark. Butts tips the rebound up to Hubbard, over to Brennigan. Right corner, catch 3, dead eye! A dagger for Nick! Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan. 17 on the night.
Cade Meeks, football at Newberry.
Meeks would finish with 5 catches for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns, the first 100-plus yard day for a CN receiver since the 2022 season finale. His 42-yard score with just over a minute remaining sealed Carson-Newman's 34-21 win at Newberry, its first in 13 years.
Myers takes the shotgun snap, straight drop. Wolves rush 4. Myers wants the long ball to the right sideline. It's complete. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Eagles go for the throat. And Myers delivers to Cade Meeks. 42 yards.
Travis, baseball at Emory and Henry.
Harrison Travis put together one of the best hitting weekends in Carson-Newman baseball history. He hit 3 home runs in his first 3 at-bats, becoming the first player in the program's recorded history to have a 3-homer game. Travis hit his 4th bomb in the middle game of the series and a 5th in the finale to become the first player since Tyler Thompson in 2018 to hit a home run in 3 straight games.
1-2. That's a hard hit ball out to left field. And that is gone again, so give him a 3rd home run. 3 trips to the plate, 3 home runs for Harrison Travis.
John Zhao, basketball at Emory and Henry.
Zhao, back to the basket, 13 to shoot. Zhao fades out to the head of the key, takes a contested triple. Zhao strokes it. He's got 36 off his 8th made 3 of the night.
Zhao went for a career-high 38 against E&H. The 38 points are the 9th highest scoring game in school history. He was an astonishing 15 of 17 from the field and 8 of 9 from 3 against the Wasps. His .888 three-point field goal percentage tied Ray Evans' 32-year-old school record for the highest three-point efficiency in a single game.
And the winner is Nick Brennigan, men's basketball.
I just want to thank my teammates and coaches, and I'm excited to run it back next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Beach Volleyball, Trinity and Truth Hafey.
Trust us when we say this category was loaded. The women of Carson-Newman made themselves known on a national stage with their efforts this season. Now we take a look at the finalists for the Frosty Award Female Performance of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Female Performance of the Year are Blair Cherry, volleyball, versus UVA Wise.
Cherry helped guide the Eagles to a 3-set victory over the Cavaliers at Holt Fieldhouse. She passed out an astounding 42 assists in the 3-set sweep.
Brandon with the attack. Now Cherry with the dump, and it goes far sideline and in. Point Carson-Newman. Blair Cherry is...
Her numbers place her second in school history for assists in a 3-set match. She also collected 9 digs, 2 kills, and a singular block assist against the Cavaliers.
Emma Frost, softball, versus Kentucky State.
Emma Frost became the first Carson-Newman pitcher to toss a perfect game in a decade. The senior went 15 up and 15 down without allowing a base runner in a run rule win over Kentucky State. Frost struck out 13 of the 15 batters she faced. The 13 Ks are tied for the 5th most in a game in school history. KSU struggled to make contact all game long. Frost threw 63 pitches, 48 of which were strikes. Thoroughbred batters only got a bat to 8 of those pitches.
That's 12 strikeout day by an Eagle. We're talking that specific number, the 1-2. Well, it's irrelevant now because she's got her 13th. How about that? Emma Frost strikes out the side. 3rd time she's done that.
Hannah Holland, women's golf at the Music City Invitational.
Hannah Holland impressed at the Music City Invitational, running away with the individual title. After shooting a 73 in the first round, Holland followed it up with a 72 in round 2 to finish at 1 over and earn the title 4 strokes ahead of Union's Brooklyn Verdugo.
Braylon Weichel, basketball, versus Mars Hill.
Braylon Weichel's final home game at Holt Fieldhouse was a record-breaking one. She scored a career-high 45 points on 13 made three-pointers. Against Mars Hill, she reset the program's record for three-pointers made in a single game. Her 45 points are the 2nd most in school and South Atlantic Conference history.
This is rebound, flipped it back to Weichel. She'll try again and hit again. 13 threes for Braylon Weichel. She's got 45. And we'll check out of the game to a standing ovation.
And this year's Frosty Award for Female Performance of the Year goes to Braylon Weichel.
I've played a lot of games in Holt Fieldhouse, but that one has to be the most memorable. I want to say thanks to my teammates and coaches for all the memories that I've had. sad.
Please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Track and Field, Brooke Taylor and Sydney McCarty.
Many things constitute a great coach.
They can help us overcome obstacles we didn't know we could. They help us build us spiritually and encourage us academically.
Let's meet the finalists for Coach of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Coach of the Year are Chuck Benson, men's basketball.
Oh, almighty cat. I just want Oh, my God.
For the fourth time in his tenure as head coach at Carson-Newman, Benson helped turn in a 20-win campaign. In fact, the Eagles' 22 wins are the second most by a team in the NCAA era. He coached a trio of all-SAC performers for the first time in his career, while the Eagles' offense set school records for scoring average, threes made, three-point efficiency, assists per game, and rebounding margin.
Simon Duffy, women's soccer.
For the third time in 7 seasons in Mossy Creek, Duffy led his team to the NCAA tournament.
Leave everything on the pitch today. All I'm asking is your best.
It marked the 12th appearance in the national tournament for the program.
Couldn't be more thrilled for the players. And again, it was an eye-opener to think none of our players that are here currently have been postseason at the national tournament. So.
Duffy coached 3 players to all-SAC caliber seasons, with Abby Zander making the first team, Felicia Frick making second team, and Addie Henry making third team.
David Needs, women's track and field.
For the first time in program history, Needs helped coach Carson-Newman's women's program to a bronze medal finish at the SAC championship meet.
How can we say enough about our women and just what they did today, and just really in finals, kind of top finishes, second place finishes, just lots of points.
Additionally, 2024 marked the first year in the history of the CN track and field program that 2 women brought home first team All-America honors at the NCAA Indoor Championships. Shade D'Souza did so in the 60 meters, while Khadija Sangare made it happen in the long jump.
Mike Mincy, women's basketball.
We've had a lot of success getting there. Wanting to get back to it because I want our players to be able to experience that every single year if we can. It's just one of our goals.
For the 6th time in the past 7 seasons, Mike Mincy took his Lady Eagles back to the NCAA tournament after completing a 20-8 regular season. Carson-Newman went unbeaten at home for the 2nd time under Mincy, finishing 15-0. Mincy's team fared well in postseason play, making both the SAC and Southeast Regional title games, taking the program to the Sweet 16 for just the 3rd time.
And the Frosty Award for Coach of the Year goes to
David Needs.
Almost. You saw that burst of athleticism. I do want to thank certainly a wonderful team, an amazing team that has executed and done everything we asked them to do. I have an incredible coaching staff of people that are dedicated, and if the head coaching award is really a staff award and it goes to everybody that's on that staff and what they do, have an incredible family. And I just want to say one thing here, as having had most of you in class at one point or another throughout your career here at Carson-Newman, it would be easy to claim credit for something like this. But just know that anything that happens with me is God working through me to make an impact. And we want to understand, especially at Carson-Newman, what an incredible platform we have to be able to do this and to make an impact in lives. And so for those of you that are seniors and are walking away, just realize that God is ready to use you in an incredible way, and thank you for your time at Carson-Newman. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Softball, Hayden Dye.
It will soon become apparent why I was chosen to present the blooper reel. In fact, I will be surprised if this isn't just 4 minutes of me watching interviews. Ian, take it away.
The following is a presentation of the Illegal Courts Woodwork.
All right, you ready? Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Let's crank this out. Hey, go.
Sorry, what?
Amateur hour.
3, 2, 1. This is the Eagles Sports Network. 3, 2, 1. This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside a human litter box, Simon Duffy.
Come on, Ian. This is amateur hour.
Get my Frosty bloopers out of the way early.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Take 2.
Don't laugh, Joe. Dude, I fell forward. I did so. Lucy, grab me. That boy heavy.
0-2 set in the pitch to Williams. Line foul.
Rally, what did it take?
I think we stayed aggressive when someone made an error, or we didn't have any errors.
Played error free.
But like, if we gave up a hit or many hits, but start over. I was going to her so well with good with that.
Oh, almighty Kev. I just want. Oh, my God.
Number 1 for the Highland Cavaliers. 2 1/3 innings and only needed 25 pitches. As Martin lifts this one over the head of the leaping second baseman Mills and into the right center field alleyway. Martin chugging around first. She trips over the second base bag, lands on her keister on the bag, and is safe with a sit-down double.
No one on, no one out for Floyd. As the first pitch is outside for strike one.
Debit card and show your Eagles pride. Rogers makes a pair. She's got 4, and the lead is 46. This pass drills Wilson in the head in the corner. I don't think she was expecting that.
Carson-Newman's sports medicine staff and both coaches out to check on home plate umpire Joseph Dempsey. Pitch was in the turf, and it skipped up and hit him right where you don't want to get hit.
All right, see if you can walk towards me without it looking like you're high stepping through mud. All right, ready? Go. Go back.
The Eagles win an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits and 3 runs, 2 earned. 1-2. How about that? A broken bat, foul ball. When have you seen that?
First pitch from Branson Angel was outside for a ball and heads up as the bat heads toward the dugout. As the hitter, Mark Castle, lost control of his stick. 1-1. Williams loses the bat. It nearly hits one of our camera operators. It's a pop fly and foul ground that goes off the first base dugout.
Graves, come here. What else could we say? All right.
Third best record to say.
Hi, we're here with head coach Graves.
Do you know his first name?
Michael Graves.
Oh, there it is.
What do you think we did good today?
Hitting a double plays. We were very good at it.
Oh, really?
Delivers. Downstairs for ball 3. That loads the count. It's a great look. The Eclipse glasses. 3-2. Emma Frost.
We saw that work out, a very similar play in Carson-Newman's favor in the 5th on Harrison Travis's 3-run double.
Yeah, just get behind me. Do like maternity pictures. That would be hilarious.
Back to Cruz Martinez, set near the net for Forrest. Kept alive by Carson-Newman. Now Kieran, which Fisher has to bump over the free ball. Now Kude far side Hills. Tips it over the top of Weaver and Kieran. Now near side it's Weaver. As it goes off of her head on the block, and it is scored. Julia Wheeler using her head here in this game.
Finish it off, Nick.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Women's Swimming, Kennedy King and Crispin Rand.
While we'd like to think that we go into every match favored, that's not always the case.
This season, we've had our own set of memorable upsets.
Let's look at the finalists.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Upset of the Year are baseball versus Catawba.
Battling the first place Indians, Carson-Newman rallied in the series finale to salvage a game in the series. The game was scoreless until Catawba hit a 2-run home run in the 6th inning. CN answered the bottom half with back-to-back sacrifice flies from Aiden Gibson and Trey Miller to tie the game. The Eagles loaded the bases with no one out, and Dalton McLean singled through the right side to complete the comeback effort and take a game from the Indians.
The ball's 2 strikes, the set and the pitch to McLean. Hit to second, past the glove of Bryson, and Carson-Newman walks it off. Dalton McLean with the RBI single to right. And the Eagles salvage a game in a 3-game series with Catawba.
Men's tennis at number 30, Tusculum.
Heading into the match against its in-state rival, CN had not beat Tusculum since 2006 in the SAC tournament. That changed on April 9th. Despite dropping the doubles point, the Eagles went on to win 5 of 6 singles matches to secure the win. All of CN's wins came in straight sets, dominating the Pioneers en route to a top 30 victory.
Softball versus number 19, Lenore Rhine.
Carson-Newman did something it hadn't done in 2 decades when 19th-ranked Lenore Rhine came to Jefferson City on April 20th. Sweep the Bears. CN collected 4-2 wins and 6-5 wins over LR to secure 3rd place in the SAC standings. The sweep was Carson-Newman's first over a nationally ranked foe since handling 23rd ranked Young Harris twice in 2019. Emma Frost struck out 12 and won both games in the circle.
1-0. Frost pitches. Wall swing, soft pop-up. This one won't get out of the infield. Hughes tracks under it. Can of corn grab. Ball game over. Have a happy senior day for the Eagles 7 seniors. They collect a Game 1 win to start this doubleheader over the 19th ranked team in the country.
Women's tennis versus number 31, Newberry.
On senior day in Mossy Creek, it was the freshmen who came through to help the Eagles secure an upset win over Newberry. Dropping the doubles point early, the Eagles relied on clutch play in singles to power the comeback. Anita Chournet earned a 3-set win in the number 1 slot to give the Eagles a big point in the top spot. After dropping the next 2 points, the freshmen Suryanshi, Leah McBride, and Sandija Manovska helped propel CN to a win on senior day.
Practice for months, believe me or not. So, anyways, the winner for upset of the year is men's tennis versus Tusculum.
Big shout out to my teammates for clutching that win. Coach, thank you for coaching us. Yeah, talents up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Baseball, Caleb McBride, and from women's tennis, Leah McBride.
A great play can take all forms, from a game-winning bucket to a rocket of a goal in soccer.
Hold on, we lost the script. Where's the script? Oh. Okay, I got it. But to make those plays, you have to get out and perform, instead of sitting in a press box punching buttons.
Cav, this script is garbage.
Let's soak in these incredible moments from our Final Four for Player of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Play of the Year are Jack Browder, basketball.
About as much as anybody in the country. Inbounds to the top line for Jack Browder. Browder down the right side of the lane. Goes in! Thor's hammer! He thunders it down onto Mar Anderson. Holy Toledo! Put him on a poster and one Jack Browder.
Mitchell Honcup, soccer.
Five-man wall for the Pioneers. It'll be Honcup. Here's a shot into the back of the net. It hooks in. What an illuminating strike from the junior Mitch Honcup. We are tied.
Abby Martin, softball.
1-2. Frost delivers. Swing and lift into right center field. Long run for Martin. She lays out and grabs it to finish it. A highlight reel stab by Abby Martin in right center field. Book it. Ball game. Carson-Newman wins and sweeps the doubleheader with Lenore Rhine. Its first sweep of the Bears in Jefferson City in 2 decades.
Braylon Weichel, basketball.
Being instructed by Mike Mincy. Tie game 57. 9-8. Weichel, head of the key, splits 2 defenders, gathers, free throw line jumper. It counts! And one! Braylon Weichel puts Carson-Newman in front. Big time bucket from Braylon.
And the Frosty Award goes to
Abby Martin.
I would just like to thank my teammates. It's always fun celebrating with them. I love my girls and wouldn't trade them for anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman softball, Macaulay Bailey, and from women's basketball, Braylon Weichel.
So, can we talk about the incredible career you've had since winning Freshman of the Year?
That's so nice, but we're not going to talk about how many years it's been since I won the award.
Well, we've got the last 4 winners of the award in the building right now. We had a 5th in the room for Female Freshman of the Year.
After we meet our finalists.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Female Freshman of the Year. Trinity Brooks, softball.
Checks her wrist for the sign, back aboard the slab. Here's the 2-1. Brooks swings, line drive down the left field line. It bounces past the diving left fielder Barrett and rattles into the corner. Brooks will score 2. She is chugging around third. Brooks wants an inside the park home run. Brooks slides in safely. One inside the park home run begets another. Trinity Brooks touches them all and drives in 3.
Trinity Brooks has been a high-quality addition as a lefty slapper to Michael Graves' lineup. She's hit north of 320 with 2 triples and an inside-the-park home run. When Brooks gets on base, she scores a run 69% of the time. Brooks has put together 7 multi-hit efforts this season.
Blair Cherry Volleyball.
Cherry played in 30 matches this season as a freshman setter. She averaged 6.82 assists per set and 2.25 digs per set. Cherry's performance against Wingate tied for 7th highest count of assists in a 5-set match in school history with 52. She handed out 40 assists in a match on 5 separate occasions and had 11 double-doubles.
Yes, now it's Blair Cherry into serve. Burrows tries to receive it but cannot. That's his service 8.
Krista Nielsen Soccer.
Henry, short pass. Teskey back to Henry. One touch, Nielsen outside the box. Krista Nielsen scores! We're tied, the freshman.
Starting 8 of the final 9 games of the season, Nielsen was an impactful freshman for Simon Duffy's NCAA tournament team. The forward scored 3 goals and added 1 assist. Her first collegiate goal came in her first collegiate game, a 5-3 rout of North Greenville on August 31st.
Suryan Shi, tennis.
In her freshman year with CN, Suryanshi played a huge role in helping the Eagles more than double their win total from a season ago. Posting a 13-6 overall record, she notched an 8-3 record in sack play to propel the Eagles to a 5th-place finish in conference play. In doubles, she was joined by fellow freshman Leah McBride, where the two went 10-2 in sack play.
For Female Freshman of the Year goes to Blair Cherry. I just want to thank Coach Kat and Coach Shelby and all my teammates and Jeff. Go Eagles.
Please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Tennis, Tosh Forrest and Marnix Van Dalen.
Our finalists for the Men's Freshman of the Year have made an instant impact on their respective teams.
Overall, they unquestionably have bright futures ahead of them.
Let's meet the finalists for Male Freshman of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Male Freshman of the Year are Muckeye Brown, football.
Palazzo, 9 on the play clock. Claps his hands, takes the snap at the waist. Blitzed up the middle, hit as he throws. It flutters, it is intercepted. A pick for Carson-Newman. Muckeye Brown again. Jumps in front of it at the 5.
Brown turned in a stellar freshman campaign that saw him earn Conference Player of the Year honors on 2 occasions before being named the league's Defensive Freshman of the Year. Brown led Carson-Newman with 71 tackles, and he also tallied 13 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and a blocked kick.
Daniel De Oliveira, swimming.
De Oliveira made his CN debut by placing first in the 200-yard freestyle time finals against number 1 ranked University of Indianapolis. An All-American in the 100 fly and 2-time gold medalist in the sack championship meet, he had 8 first-place finishes on the season and 16 top 5 performances. De Oliveira is the men's program's first freshman individual All-American since 2019.
Logan Floyd, baseball.
Floyd has become a consistent and key cog in the middle of Carson-Newman's batting order. He has driven in 90% of his runs over the last 2 months of the season.
Floyd drives it to left field. This is a no-doubter for Logan Floyd, and Carson-Newman's on the board. 4th career home run for the rookie.
And ever since raising his batting average to above 300 in early March, he has kept it there throughout all of conference play. The third baseman had a career-high 4 hits against Lincoln Memorial on April 12th and a career-best 5 RBIs against Lenore Rhine on March 30th.
Maxime Wester, soccer.
Haskell up the near side for Whitehead. Nice move around Vitale. Plays it off. Wester. Can he finish? He chips it right over. That'll do it. With 79 seconds to go, Wester with the chip over Leach.
Wester burst onto the scene as a freshman, making 16 starts and earning all SAC third-team honors as a midfielder. He scored his first career goal in the final seconds of the 3-0 win versus Emory and Henry on September 20th. His second and final goal came as the finishing touches on a 3-1 comeback victory versus Tusculum on November 1st.
The Frosty Award for Male Freshman of the Year goes to Mackay Brown.
Mic check, mic check. There you go. Hey, I would like to thank my teammates, Mod Ties, Brotherhood. Hey, I love y'all, man. Shout out Coach Goins, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman Spirit Squad, Zimmerlin Hamer and Ella Tallman.
It's now time for our team performance of the year. Sorry, it's messed up again. And this isn't blowing out a team that's bad. This is absolutely dismantling a quality opponent. Let's take a look at the finalists for team performance of the year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Team Performance of the Year are men's basketball versus Coker.
Carson-Newman defanged the 4th highest scoring offense in the country when it slammed Coker 120-81.
5 off to Satterfield, left wing, right around the Beaker string, 3 and 2. Satterfield off balance, heaves, no. Dyer, he caught. Did he jam it down? He did at the horn. No way!
CN held the owners of the league's highest scoring offense to its worst shooting night of the season and second fewest points it scored. The Cobras were riding a 6-game streak where they had scored at least 100 points and shot 50% from the field. The Eagles limited them to 33.3% shooting from the field.
Men's soccer versus Young Harris.
Eagles have numbers moving the other direction. Kirsch back into the middle. Whitehead around one defender. Harry Whitehead scores and the Eagles level at 1. The two veterans combine for the counter-attack goal.
After allowing a 13th-minute goal, Carson-Newman responded with 4 consecutive goals to storm past Young Harris for a 4-1 home opening win. Tied 1-1 at the break, Carson-Newman put on an offensive and defensive clinic in the second half. Ben Dukes found Paul Smerrick for what would be the game winner in the 58th minute. Goals from Thomas DeGraw and Nick Karsh followed to give the Eagles their second ever win and most goals scored in their series with the Mountain Lions.
Women's basketball versus Anderson.
Battling Anderson for the 4th time, Carson-Newman made a statement in the Southeast Regional semifinals. The Lady Eagles rolled to a 20-point victory to move into the Sweet 16.
Kicks it out for Boshears. Skylar goes behind the back, dribbling out front, now crosses over. Inside the arc, kicks it out, Knuckles, catch, shoot, three. Bingo for Maddie Knuckles. She drills it, her first bucket, and the lead is back to 10.
Mincy's machine outscored the Trojans 57-31 in the final three quarters. Carson-Newman held Anderson to a season-low 54 points, 24 below the Trojan season average. It's the fewest points allowed by CN in an NCAA tournament game in program history.
Women's basketball versus Tusculum.
Skips it to Weichel. Space given. Weichel reverses it to Alvey. Extra one to Rutherford. Left wing three is up and in. Another switch for the Lady Eagles. This one by Rutherford. And now a steal by Campbell Penland. Penland into the corner. Back to Rutherford. Chest pass inside. Left hand layup. Michaela Alvey. 10-0 run for the Lady Eagles.
It was a Valentine's Day massacre inside Holt Fieldhouse for Carson-Newman. From opening tip, the game was never in doubt as the Lady Eagles cruised past Tusculum 103-43. It was the first 60-point win for Mike Mincy's team since 2019. It was a total team effort. CN's bench scored more points than the Pioneers. Tusculum did not have a single player score more than 9 points.
And the Frosty Award for Team Performance of the Year goes to Women's Basketball versus Anderson.
We just want to say thank you to our coaches. Without y'all, it wouldn't be possible. Without us being so close as a team, it wouldn't be possible. And talons up.
Please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman softball, Mary Vandergriff, and from football, Andrew Bradshaw.
Now we have come to the premier awards of the night. Our next three categories define the highest bodies of work and highest honors for the men, women, and teams on this campus.
The crop of male athletes at Carson-Newman compiled seasons worthy of national recognition.
We move to the nominees for the Frosty Award for Male Athlete of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Male Athlete of the Year are Hunter Harriton, baseball.
Harriton sets and pitches. Swing and a miss. 1-2-3-8 for Hunter Harriton. And he strikes out Driver for his 5th K of the game.
Hunter Harriton has produced one of the best pitching seasons from a Carson-Newman relief pitcher. The right-hander has pitched much of the season with a sub-2 ERA. Harriton is delivered as CN's top reliever, securing a save or a win in 75% of his outings out of the bullpen. Most of the season, he has averaged more than 10 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Marnix Van Dalen, tennis.
Playing in the number 1 singles and doubles spot, Van Dalen was stellar throughout the season for the Eagles. Posting a 12-1 record in the conference in singles play, Van Dalen earned first-team all-conference honors. In the conference tournament, the senior took down SAC Player of the Year Eduardo Cesare. On the doubles court, Van Dalen was equally impressive, going 8-5 in conference play at the number 1 spot.
Major Williams, football.
Carson-Newman's third leading tackler in 2023, Major Williams did things no other defensive back has done in the history of the football program. Williams made 53 tackles on the year, including 10 behind the line of scrimmage. He is the first defensive back in the history of the Carson-Newman football program with double-digit tackles for loss in a single season.
2nd and 10 for the Dragons. Brooks back to pass, shovels it over the middle of the field, sliding down and picking it off is Carson-Newman. Major Williams jumps in front of it for an INT.
John Zhao, basketball.
One of 3 consensus all-region selections in the Southeast region, Zhao turned in the most efficient effort in the SAC this season.
Hubbard will grab the ball and accelerate front court. Hits Zhao, head of the key, NBA range three. Splash down, John Zhao at the horn.
He finished 5th in the league in scoring at 19.1 points per game, while averaging 61.5% shooting from the field and 52.5% shooting from three. He ranked 10th nationally in efficiency, while topping the nation in three-point efficiency.
The Frosty for Male Athlete of the Year, John Zhao.
It's kind of nervous up here. So I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I'm just blessed and thankful with an amazing team, coaches, and I'm just blessed to be a part of this institution, and I'm excited to run it back next year.
Please welcome to the stage from Carson-Newman football, Jake Cottle, and from women's basketball, Michaela Alvey.
From All-Americans to Players of the Year.
This award goes to the woman whose entire body of work on the field of competition surpasses all her peers.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Female Athlete of the Year are...
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Female Athlete of the Year are Macaulay Bailey, softball.
The 1-2 offering. Bailey swings, launches it straight away center field. Goodbye, glow ball. Hello, soccer field. Career home run number 30 for Macaulay Bailey. And the Eagles lead it 3-0.
There's been no sophomore slump for Macaulay Bailey. The reigning SAC Player of the Year, Bailey, has replicated her numbers from her freshman All-America campaign. Bailey is the only player in school history to hit 15 home runs in consecutive seasons. She is also only the second player in school history to drive in 55 or more runs in consecutive seasons.
Sade D'Souza, track and field.
Sade D'Souza became the 60th All-American for Carson-Newman track and field since 2015 with her 7.39 second 60-meter dash time at the 2024 NCAA Division II Indoor Track and Field Championships. At the SAC Indoor Track and Field Championships, D'Souza finished second in the 60 dash in 7.46 seconds. D'Souza has 3 gold medal finishes on the year with 3 events still to run.
Khadija Sangare, track and field.
Khadija Sangare became a first-team All-American with a 5.93-meter performance in the women's long jump at Indoor Nationals. During the 2024 SAC Indoor Championships, Sangare became a SAC champion in the same event with a 5.81-meter leap. She placed second in the 60-meter hurdles in 8.69 seconds at the meet. A 2-time SAC Women's Field Athlete of the Week honoree, Sangare has 4 gold medal finishes this season.
Braylon Weichel, basketball.
Braylon Weichel earned first-team All-American honors to become the program's second ever 3-time All-American. The graduate student guard led Carson-Newman in scoring. She averaged 19 points per game and made 107 three-pointers to set the school and conference's single-season record. The guard finishes her Lady Eagles career as the program's all-time leading scorer with 2,782 career points. That scoring mark ranks second in South Atlantic Conference history and 4th all-time on the D2 scoring list.
Long skip, Weichel. This would be the record. Money! Braylon Weichel finally has the single game record for 3-point makes. That's number 8.
And the Frosty Award for Female Athlete of the Year goes to Braylon Weichel.
want to say I'm very blessed and thankful to be a Carson-Newman Lady Eagle. To the girls and coaches, love you guys. Thank you so much for an amazing 5 years.
Please welcome to the stage from beach volleyball, Sierra Still, and baseball, Luke Goforth.
And just like that, we have come to our final award of the night.
As per tradition, we close with honoring the top team on campus for the 2023-24 season.
It's time to meet the finalists for the Team of the Year.
The finalists for the Frosty Award for Team of the Year are women's basketball.
The Lady Eagles earned their 13th trip to the NCAA tournament in 2023-2024, heading to postseason play for the 6th time in the last 7 seasons. CN received the number 2 overall seed in the championships, its highest seeding since 2018.
Kayla Albee rejects the screen, goes to the basket. Layup good and one!
Carson-Newman's incredible journey included trips to both the SAC championship game and the Southeast Regional title game. The Lady Eagles finished top 10 nationally in assist-to-turnover ratio, assists per game, and in rebounds per game.
Women's soccer.
There, now it's Bingson with the chance and Rag able to save it. And now another shot, and it's scored! What a shot!
For the first time since 2018, Carson-Newman earned a spot in the NCAA tournament as the number 8 seed in the Southeast Regional. The postseason berth marked the 12th NCAA tournament appearance for the program. Simon Duffy's team finished the regular season 8-7-3 overall and 5-4-2 in league action while playing the most difficult schedule in the Southeast region.
Women's track.
Carson-Newman women's track and field finished 3rd at the SAC Indoor Track and Field Championships, marking the women's highest finish in program history. Khadija Sangare and Tatiana Wilson left the meet as SAC champions in their events. Sangare became the 59th All-American for CN Track and Field since 2015 with her 5.93-meter leap in the long jump, and D'Souza became the program's 60th All-American for her 7.39-second 60-meter dash. The women have won 3 SAC Women's Field Athlete of the Week awards so far this year.
Men's tennis.
The men's tennis program recovered from a 4-4 start to rattle off 9 straight victories to earn a 3 seed and a spot in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament semifinals. Along the way, the Eagles would beat Tusculum in Greenville for the first time since 2006 and reach as high as 30th in the ITA rankings. Marnix Van Dalen and Mark Janssen earned all-league laurels in singles play, while Van Dalen and Lars Hordijk earned all-conference honors as a doubles tandem.
And the Frosty for Team of the Year goes to women's basketball.
We just wanted to say thanks to everybody for supporting us, and thanks to the coaches and all of our fans. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will close our ceremonies with a benediction, so please welcome to the podium FCA President Jackson Martin.
Let us pray. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for bringing us here tonight safely, Lord. Thank you for being at a university where we're able to pray and say your name, where it's not only allowed, but it's encouraged, Lord. Thank you for that. Thank you for our coaches that have brought us here today, Lord, and they brought us here not only to make us better athletes, but better men and women of Christ, God, and leader in the community. Thank you for bringing us here, like we said, Lord. We pray over this upcoming season as we finish up our spring seasons, Lord, that you use our abilities and our skills to worship you as a way to glorify you and to glorify you only, Lord. It's in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending our 11th annual Frosty Awards. Check seeandeagles.com for the video later. Braylon and John, please come to the stage for pictures. That's it. Thank you for attending. Roll credits. Good night.
No, thank you.
No, you like microphones.